people. So 11/11 portal today. Are you ready? That's what I always hear in my head when I know there's something big happening, big coming up. Break free is the card that just popped out. So this portal is its time. It feels like there's a space in there that that just wants to. It's been doing this for the whole year, and now it wants to come out. It wants to come through. It wants to be heard, be seen, be known, so that the completion coming up to the end of the year can happen, because there's been such a lot, intense, whatever word you want to call it. Some people would say hectic, some people would say divine. There's been a lot happening this year to get us, it feels like, to today. So it's time to hold true to self, yes, to have protection for yourself, which what that means is you're not looking for anything negative, but protection of self means that you are going to bring all of your parts together, that you are going to, as I always talk about, the wholeness of self, to bring all of those parts back, to be able to know that you have them all around. I've had a big, today, I've had a big part of me that's wanting to come through and wanting to be seen and shared and known. And so that because of decisions and things that have been shifting and changing in my world, and it's brought up a lot for me. And so what I'm realizing, when I have my wholeness around me, when I have all my parts around me, I can see instantly and feel instantly what part is feeling out of alignment, what part isn't resonating where it needs to resonate. And so that out of alignment, I can hear them. I can hear that part of me. There's a teenage boy there today, the teenage part of me that is saying, I don't know how safe I'm feeling right now. I don't know how to move into this. I don't know how to do the outside of this me, this kingdom. I don't know how to do outside of that. So now we're going to start to teach that, start to learn that, so that I can ride the outside, reality that's happening around me, that I can ride that better than what I have been doing it. So that's what this week is feeling into for me. Today, being the portal, is a really incredible space to do what you need to do. So take the time. If you have not already, take the time to come back to self and see what's moving through you, what's been showing up for you, what's moving through you right today, and write it out or talk to someone, or however you need to do it, get it out of your being so that it can start to move, so that it can start to flow, so that you can start to complete your year as you come into 2026. So let's see what cards we need today. Okay, what do we need? How do we get it? And what is stopping us? Let's see. And how have you all been this week coming up to this portal? It can bring up a lot of stuff. It can feel like, do I have to go through that again? Or where did this come from? This has come from left field. I didn't even see this one coming. That's probably more so how I've been seeing it happening around me and to me. Where did that come from? Left of field. And so what do we need? How do we get it? And what is stopping us? My favorite card. Yeah, beautiful. I love this. Okay. So what do we need? Synchronicity. How are we synchronizing with ourselves? How are we finding what is true to us? How are we finding that? Are we even giving any space to that? Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. So how are you, if we're not synchronizing with self, if we're not listening to all of our parts, if we're not bringing our parts to us, and if you need help with that, reach out to me, because I'm really great at bringing your parts back to sharing that process with you. And so if you're not synchronizing with self, if you're not coming into your truth, if you're not feeling what's true to you and being that, then your synchronicity is going to be out. And the other part of the synchronicity is synchronicity, like the events that are around you, the things that are showing up, your little messages that are coming to you. If you're not synced in, you won't hear them, you won't see them. They'll just pass you by, and then you'll have to come back around and do it all again. So turning that synchronicity on within self so that you're very aware, taking the blinkers off and being very aware of what's happening and the messages that are there for you, so that you can keep synchronizing with self, keep synchronizing with self, keep finding your truth, keep going down a bit deeper. There was a thing of the iceberg, and at the top of the iceberg you've only got the one spot that's out the top, but underneath there's this really big iceberg, and it's about, this top bit is about what we show the world, what we show, how we show up in the world, and what we actually show other people. And so there's this whole other part down here that we're not showing to even ourselves a lot of the time. So for this week, the synchronicity is to actually bring a bit more of that up, bring a bit more up. So it's not just this tiny little bit, that you're starting to have more into this world, into this reality of self, and start with showing yourself first. So synchronizing a little bit deeper in self this week, so that you can, and seeing all the messages so you know where to go and how to do it and what is a bit deeper within self. So that's, what do you need? How do you get it? Soulmate relationship. I'm just seeing the two dolphins, so that's the two sides of ourselves, the parts of ourselves. It doesn't matter about the two, just that we're coming together, that we're synergizing, that we're harmonizing. And this is what I see in this. So soulmate relationship is within self. New romance with spiritual basis is here for you now. So the two sides is, there's the human side and then there's the spiritual, energetic side. So that is one part of that soulmate relationship, that has to synchronize within self first and foremost. And, a lot of the time we can just live and get stuck in one, either or. We can be up in our head and all in our energetics and spiritual, bypassing everything, or we can be very human and just doing the do and just getting the stuff done. And so now it's like, what would it be if those connected? What would it be if those two synergized? What would it be if they synchronized? What would it be if they came together and knew each other? And that is a deep part too, especially in this portal. It is very open for that deep soulmate relationship with self. The two coming together, whatever that may be. You could think of it as masculine, feminine, human and spirit. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't have to have a name, but bringing your parts together and really starting to work together is where we're going this week. What do you need? How do we get it? By bringing those two together. So once you realize that there's the two and they've been running separately and they've been running like that, you want to bring them together this week, and especially today through this portal, bring them together and come on through. It's like you're gonna, I always say, smash through the glass ceiling. So you're smashing through a ceiling today. Everybody has a chance to smash through a ceiling, which means that then when you come through that space, you can settle all of that energy and you can just sit within self, within the synchronicity, within the joining of the two. When you come together and be whole, you can sit there and breathe and deeply feel. Who are you? Knowing that everything is perfect. Yeah. It's coming home today. And what's stopping you and getting in your way? How are you getting in your own way? Self-employment. And I really love this card because, yes, you can see it as a job. Like, a lot of us are moving out of the 9 to 5. A lot of us are moving from the old paradigm of what was into the new paradigm of what is, and it has no limitations. It is available to everybody. It is allowed. So the self-employment can be a place where you are building a business and you are getting it, but it can also be self-employment, that you're employing yourself to be in charge of your world instead of giving that out to everything outside of you, that you're actually going, hey, they're just the messages, and they're just bringing that to me to see where I am out of alignment with myself. And so this card to me says, I'm employing myself. I'm employing all parts of me to come together and create my company and to business, to bring it through, to bring whatever I need through to have the life that I want in this reality. So you're born entrepreneur, your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. So also looking for those opportunities, that self-employment, that you're in charge. You're running this show, you're running this movie, and you get to change and move that however you want as you start to synchronize with self deeply, when you start to find that soulmate relationship within you and you self-employ yourself to be able to have everything that you want. If you want it, you can have it. You need to receive that. So it's this portal is about receiving self, receiving all that you are. And so allowing yourself to that. So how this would show up if you're in your own way is that if you're stuck in the 9 to 5 or stuck in the old world, as I would say, if you're stuck in that space, wanting to change things, not knowing how to do it. So you really need to bring that to self. Bring that to self. Self-employ that I am choosing a new job. I am choosing a new way of being, and letting all of your parts know that, so that they're all on board too, so that they can start, your little girl and your business person and your bogan, that's definitely in me, they're all on board. They're all on board going, okay, how can we support you? How can we help you to bring that? And so if you're in your own way, it means you're just doing the old and you're keeping separate. You're keeping all your parts separate. You're keeping them in the boxes. It's time to get out of the box. Out of the box. Allow them all to come into the community that you are within yourself, and synchronize it and start to feel the gold that the crystalline structure that you are. Allow yourself to come into that so that you can hold those soulmate relationships within self, and that you can self-employ yourself, and you are consciously choosing because this is a movie that you want to live. And if you need support along the way, I am here. If you need the Lifewave patches that I bang on about all the time, they are changing lives. They are changing worlds. They are allowing you, when you self-employ yourself, it's like, I need support. I need support here to move through into this synchronicity. And the patches just help you to move with that. So allowing yourself, if wellness and health is a big priority, and as especially today through this portal, you'll find a lot of things around health and wellness. Come and speak to me. It's just a conversation, and it's just knowing where you need to move with your world. So yeah, contact me. Let me know in the comments how your world is moving, how you're feeling on this portal day, and if it's bringing up anything for you and how you're moving through that. So have an incredible day. I just have this big wish. I'm blowing dandelions, and you can have it. Grab your wish, own it, and really embody it today. Have the best day ever. Mwah. Thank you.